We're Karen and Bo Christensen, a Danish-American couple who met in Germany in 2016. Bo is an airline pilot, and Karen is a freelance advertising creative director. In late 2022, we bought Château de La Tuilerie in Martel, France, and are working to make it a bed and breakfast and wedding destination fit for a queen. Welcome to Queen's Escape.
Today is Bamboo Day, and what that means is that I'm gonna trim some of the bamboos to keep it back, and also I'm gonna use some of these bamboo sticks for the future fence for the wild boar. So when we expand the park in front of the castle, we're gonna need more sticks to create the fence. So that's what I'm doing today, and I started up already on this side. I trimmed it, and it still looks like it did before, but I took the edge off and things that were sticking out kind of, and so now I'm gonna continue around the other side of the tobacco leaf barn and show you what I'm doing there. So this pathway is between two properties, ours on the left and the neighbors on the right. And you can see there's bamboo on both sides, but if I just zoom out here, you'll be able to see where I am now. And so the whole point of today's action is to cut these bamboo that kind of grow on the wrong side of the wall here, and just trim it. And over here we have the old entrance to the property. I've already cut a little bit. There's a little more here, so better get to work. So I've cut a few bamboo here to the left, and as I work my way down, it will get clear into the wall. So I'm only gonna take about 7 to 10 at the time, because I'm gonna tie it up with this little string that you see here, the white one, and it goes underneath, and there's the other one. And so I'm just gonna tie it up in a knot, bring it on the trailer here behind me, and then take it up where I collect them, which is where I will cut out the pieces I can use for the new fence. So I'm up here behind the outbuildings, and here's all the bamboo that I dragged over here with the tractor. So I just collected between 5 and 10 every time, put a string around it, and held it under my left arm and just drove over here. Yeah, so this is gonna be sticks, some of it, so that I can expand the fence over there in the park. That's the next project.
I did some research on the bamboo and found that if you properly dry them for about 12 weeks, they will not resprout roots. So that's what we're gonna do.
just gonna show you that I trimmed this side now, took away all the bamboo, and it looks a lot better. And so now the old entrance is clear, and we actually have a sign that was sitting on this here, this stone, and I'm gonna have to fix it up, get the rust off, and then paint it, and then maybe we can write the chateau's name and private or something like that. We'll have to see, but it should come back where it used to be.
So I've been soaking this over the bed mosquito net thing. Curtain, I guess you could call it, sort of a princess curtain, in white wine vinegar diluted in water for 24 hours, and now I've added some baking soda and gonna soak it for 24 hours, and then I'm gonna see if I can't get that ring out of there and wash it in the washer, maybe just to return this off-white to a little closer to white. We'll see. So Bo has helped me to put Himiko's net, little princess net, back up. It's all clean and smells great. And yeah, glad we could spend the time to just clean it up and make it nice, and perhaps it will fit in with the aesthetic of this room after we redesign it for Queen Himiko, our Japanese queen. We'll see. If not, perhaps it lives in one of the children's rooms that we're going to be doing. But yeah, happy with how it cleaned up. So now the tree, this little tree, is freed from the rose bush briars that were enveloping it. Yeah. Looks a little cleaner when that starts to really get some leaves. That'll look nice. We have that little tree there, and then a stump, and then some rose briars over here. Yep. And a whole bunch of briars in the wagon. We didn't really have a budget left after the purchase of the chateau to go ahead and do lots of room design, but I do have time to think about it. So I think about the rooms and what I want to do, and for example, this is a little Pinterest board for Cleopatra. And you know, it's fine to look and dream on Pinterest and kind of get color schemes and that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, you need to be able to have some products that you can actually buy. So of all of this inspiration, this particular visual, I love the colors for this. And for me, this color scheme really does say Egyptian. And so I took this color scheme over into, as inspiration, as sort of a color palette, and then looked for real products, affordable products that we can get to think about how we want to decorate that room. So one of you very wise people told me to start with the rug first and then to match the furnishings to that. So I love this rug because, you get a little bit of the navy blue and you get a little bit of the oranges and the golds in here. And so, and this rug will be on a wooden floor, sort of similar to this color. So I thought, okay, how can we bring in some of the colors from this inspiration to feel like Egypt, to feel like a Cleopatra room, but not to scream Cleopatra. So at the moment, loving that rug. I think, we could do blue duvets and bedding. We could accent that by bringing in some of the brighter orange for the pillows from this design. Maybe a little bit of gold on it. And then, you have to absolutely have that teal. So I was thinking, maybe the lights could be a teal, and maybe I could put a little bit of gold edging around these things. I don't have a reference for curtains here, but for the curtains, I would love to kind of bring in some really rich gold curtains into this room. I had this wallpaper, sort of this darky beige wallpaper, and Bo was thinking, maybe something a little bit more exciting. I didn't want to be too busy, but I think he's right. We're gonna have this rug on the floor, but if that's on the floor, then it is actually a little bit plain with the rest. So maybe we could bring in sort of a busier, more interesting wallpaper. Our wallpaper, it won't go all over all the walls. It'll probably just be an accent wall. So maybe this is the color for painting the walls, but we have a more vibrant sort of wallpaper for just one wall. So additionally to that, I found several items on eBay. For example, these little cat statues, that we could, they're not very big, they're, how big are they? Like the size, double the Coke can, but we could get these and sort of paint them a gilded color, like a gold color, and maybe they could sit on the mantle. And I think that would be really, really cool. I've got a ton of these kind of things saved, that I've been looking at. And for example, check out these lamps. Aren't they cool? They're too expensive, but they're kind of neat. It would be kind of a fun thing to have next to the bed. We certainly do have the time right now to get everything planned out, so when we have the money, we can execute. So we're going up to the attic because I want to show my sister these valances that I think we have that we could put in the Cleopatra room, where we have 2 single beds. And I'm not 100% sure they are valances, but maybe she knows. Yeah. So here they are. There and there. You see them?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're valances or they're part of a bed, but maybe they could be valances. I love them. I think they're really cool.
I think they go with a bed.
Yeah.
I think this one,
Yeah.
that's part of a bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you think maybe they could function as a valance?
Yeah.
I just would want to make sure they are very well connected to the wall. Could be quite charming with curtains hanging down from them on either side. So, trying to figure out how this would have been a part of a
Unless
bed. Yeah.
Maybe they were like the top of a dresser.
It looks like this was covered.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if it was the top of a dresser or an armoire. Because they're not, I think I was wrong. They're not part of a bed.
Yeah. Is the other one like that too? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You can totally use them as a balance. They're not heavy, they're not gonna,
So we just need to like
they'll have to be anchored.
attach to the wall, and also to keep
Yeah.
this like
Yeah.
hooked into the wall to keep them really.
Keep them from falling. But, yeah, I think they were the top of a dresser.
Yeah, it looks like they sort of slid down
Yeah.
into something.
But yeah, clean this up, it'll make a great balance.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. I like the wooden design that's been gilded. I think they added some of the pieces to it because this is.
Tree.
Oh, the Christmas tree just fell down.
Man down.
Sorry, it was attached to me. This is wood here. All of this. It's all wood actually. I think it's just painted. It's just painted in gold. Neat. I found a carpet up in the attic that's pretty. It's pretty. Maybe nicer than,
Way nicer.
yeah, some of the ones that we wish to replace anyway. So it might make sense to use that.
It's not faded.
Yeah, and a bed. And a bed, kind of little short sleigh bed type thing. And then these decorative pieces. I'm not sure where that's from. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Looks like it's just cracked. Oh no, that piece is supposed to be flexible, I think. Well, I'm not sure, but yeah, that looks like that's what's happening here. Not sure where it's from. I have to look around and see if I can find that design. Maybe it's in one of the rooms that's missing some.
And you have another bed.
Yeah. And another bed with, I guess, these look like slats for it. Yeah. I guess, see the other side of that. Is there a design on that side? Do not drop it. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. We have the dresser that matches this pattern in our bedroom. So this is the bed that goes with it. It looks to me like it's a double, not a queen. So that's a smaller bed than we have. But yep, if with the feathers, we have the armoire that matches this. Oh. You gotta put it back. That's far enough. That's far enough. That's not bad either. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It's also better than some of the small rugs. Yeah. Yeah. Good to know. Bidet, anyone?
We don't.
We don't. I found this little framed rock, an Egyptian painted scene, and I thought that could be really cool for the Cleopatra room. So we had a big storm last night, and it knocked out the electricity for a few hours, and it came back on, so everything is fine in terms of electricity, but it kind of knocked out the water heating system downstairs in the basement. You know, that system was off for several hours, and so it wasn't continuously heating the water. So now that electricity is back and everything, the water still isn't being heated. So I was just reviewing the wonderful video that we took of the former owner explaining to us the heating system, and I'm going to go down and see if I can't kind of switch off and on again the winter heating system, maybe unplug it and plug it back in and see if that does something. I don't know, anything. That sort of sums up a lot of my experience with these things, but I don't know anything about water heating systems and what is the typical thing that can happen. So it's going to be a trial and error. So I think the thing to do is just to unplug this and plug it in again. Maybe that resets everything. It would be nice. But I don't see anything here, anything happening here with this thing. Usually there's a light here from the fire, or the flame. I think there's a flame in there. Yeah. I mean, that seems not good. Well, maybe it just means it's on. I really don't know. Okay, so plugging it in and off, on and off again didn't do anything. These valves can't change, you know. Seems to me, don't these systems have like a pilot light? Could it have gone out? Like, it's oil, right? So it needs to combust, and it needs to, that would be how oil would heat a system. And if that combustion has stopped, it needs to be reignited somehow. That would be beyond me. I don't know how one starts a system to make it do that. I think I might need to call the electrician. He does a lot of things. You know, he doesn't just do electricity, he also does plumbing, and maybe he knows how to deal with this.
just walked in this morning and this is what I see. There's quite a hole in this window. Oh, I wonder what happened in the night. We had a storm, but I have no idea what that could be. We don't have shutters on these windows anymore, so it couldn't be from a shutter swinging in the wind. Maybe a bird. Golly. Yeah, there's glass all over here. Shoot. Well, I guess we're going to learn how to deal with the glass of these windows now. Shoot. Yeah. Something definitely hit it from the outside. Oh, but I see that our shutters aren't unattached, but they're not mobile. They're stuck there. Oh no. Well, let's just see. It was like that. No, we have something here at the bottom to stop it. But what if it was like that? Oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. It looks like it was possible for that shutter to have made that damage. That's not good. I should have closed it completely with the other one. I thought it was locked down, and I was mistaken about that. Shoot. Bo is taping the window that the shutter broke. Keep it from breaking further in. See that hole? So this is what you do until you can replace the glass, right? This is how you do it?
I'm just closing it up. I don't know what other people do.
No, I think they do the same, but I guess you do this until you can deal with it, right?
Obviously we have to make sure the air doesn't come through.
Okay. Yep. It is a really beautiful day, so Bo and I are working outside today, and I'm going to take the opportunity to get the dead bulbs, flowers off of this hydrangea down here. I don't know the proper season to do that. I think it was the end of the last one, actually, before the winter, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, so I have cut down these hydrangea bushes, each one down to the healthy bud. Was actually quite a deal. But I'm excited to see how that works out for us. So it's 4 bushes, it looks like, and here's all the debris. The idea in pruning these hydrangeas is to increase the size of the blooms
that form on them in the spring. And the reason for that is because we want them for our bed and breakfast table. So those are some of the established flowers that we know we have that we can use, and of course we need to plant more. Little troubles and travails aside, it is beautiful weather now, so we don't have to worry so much about heat escaping. And my muscari are coming up in all of the planters. The tulips are on their way. You're going to tell me don't plant tulips one by one in a row, and I did not know that when I did it, so I did it like that. But I'll plant some more so that it looks a little bit more natural. But I'm so thrilled! It's a lilac perfection. These purple tulips, and they're just you could just see them, just kind of coming up. They've really come up in the last couple weeks, and the muscari grow more every day. These little purple guys, so pretty. And the narcissus daffodils out by the mailbox are also on their way up. But beautiful, beautiful 60-some degree weather, and Beau is out there in his happy place. So, oh yeah, and my sister's tree, I don't know if I can get it from here. She planted a peach tree, and it's flowering and thriving. So we are taking our lumps, but doing so with a smile and